Welcome to Tech Talks Education. We are still proceeding with preparation of alkanes. Alkanes, and we are on method 3, that is from Alklyhalides. We are preparing alkanes from Alklyhalides. Now, there are a variety of ways on how we can obtain alkanes from alkylhalides. One of them could be part A. From alkanes, we can use Watu's synthesis. We can apply that knowledge of Watu the synthesis. This is a very, very important reaction under preparation of alkanes because we even apply it in the organic synthesis to double the length of the carbon chain. So, in other words, if we have an alkyl halide of that formula and we happen to react it with the sodium in the presence of dry ether, we are bound to get two R's. So imagine the R is an alkyl group, this R is also an alkyl group. So when we join them, we get an alkane. And these are two R's, this is one R here, meaning that length of carbon chain has been doubled. Then maybe you can also think about NX being liberated. So this X could be chlorine, preferably, bromine, or could be iodine. And we're saying we shall have increased length of carbon chain. Now, specified example, if this is CH3, CH2, if that is chlorine, and then we happen to by the way, we can balance this, the 2 here, because we have 2 R's, that we need 2 here, and we also need a 2 there. So that we have 2 R groups here, 2X, these are also 2X, 2 sodiums, we shall also need 2 sodiums here. Now if we happen to react this with the sodium in the presence of dry ether, we shall be very sure that we increase these 2 times. This is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, then plus sodium chloride. This would need a 2 here for balancing the equation. This would also need a 2 here. Now, this is called ethane. Ethane having 2 carbon atoms, but then this is called butane. And this butane has 4 carbon atoms. So this is an alkane with 4 carbon atoms. This is an alkyl halide of only 2 carbon atoms. So by all means, we have, or actually we have obtained 2. We have hit 2 targets, doubling the chain and preparing an alkane. So that's one of the methods on how we can prepare alkanes from alkyl halides by Watu's synthesis. So part B, we can also really obtain alkanes by addition of zinc to alkyl halides presence of concentrated hydrochloric acid. The presence of hydrochloric acid. Now, the combination of zinc and hydrochloric acid reduces the alkyl halide to form an alkane. So this is Rx reacting with the zinc in the presence of concentrated hydrochloric acid, and then we shall be able to produce RH. Be able to produce RH. Remember, this R is an alkyl halide. Alkyl halide, which is one hydrogen less. But then when we reduce it with this combination, the zinc and hydrochloric acid react. And when the two react, they produce hydrogen. The hydrogen replaces the X. That's why we have RH. Here we had Rx, then here we are having RH. Why? This hydrogen is coming from the reaction between the zinc and hydrochloric acid. Actually, the zinc solid reacts with hydrochloric acid concentrated. We can cause it a reason to be liquid, or hydrochloric acid to get zinc chloride, then plus hydrogen gas. Now, it is this hydrogen gas which is responsible for replacing or removing or reducing the halide atom. So once it can replace the halide atom, then we shall say a mixture of zinc and concentrated hydrochloric acid has reduced the alkyl halide to form an alkane. So the reaction starts here by the reaction between zinc and hydrochloric acid, and once hydrogen is produced, then this hydrogen gas reduces the halide to form a hydrogen atom, and then that is an alkane. Now, one good specified example could be, I can even use this. This is zinc in the presence of concentrated hydrochloric acid. Remember, these are two hydrogens here. So the reduction increases the hydrogen from 2 to 3. That's why we had the hydrogen here. So finally, we should be able to get our alkane. Should be able to get our alkane. Now, this alkane is what we call methyl benzene, or somebody can call it toluene. Yeah, benzene. We can also call it toluene. Okay, we are still proceeding with the preparation of alkanes from alkyl halides, and we are basically looking at preparation of alkanes from alkyl halides. And we can go to part C, and we can say this is the addition of zinc, copper, couple. Addition of zinc copper couple. This, if added in the presence of an alcohol, if added in the presence of an alcohol, then alkanes are formed. Alkanes are really alkanes are formed. Take an example. We have Rx reacting with zinc copper couple in the presence of an alcohol like ethanol. Presence of an alcohol like ethanol. Of course, this as a solvent, we should be able to get an alkane. Should also be able to get an alkane. So in a more simplified format, we can say this is CH3, this is CH2, this is CH2 bromine alkyl halide. If we react it with the zinc copper couple in the presence of ethanol, we should be able to form CH3, CH2, CH3. This is propane, while this is bromo propane. These are methods. They are still continuing, but so far these are methods that we can look at as ways of preparing alkanes from alkyl halides.